Bertold Mecht. Frankly speaking, with regard to Colorado's Amendment 69, nice, I'm so angry with the Colorado Democratic Party, I might vote for Arn Mancini, the Green Senate for candidate. I know how that plays out. 2008, I worked on a Jefferson County commissioner campaign for a Democrat. Being that it was a wave year, we were pretty confident. Then on election night, a Green candidate named Scott Zoloff, whose occupation was literally one half a Hall & Oates cover band, took enough of the vote to give the rest of the seat to corrupt, embezzling GOP incumbent. Both of these things sucked, and it would have sucked to have two GOP, and it sure would suck to have two GOP senators from ostensibly blue-tinted state, but I can't decide that if it sucks more to have a party I've never seen avoid intentionally pissing in the eyes of their constituents. Pretty sure I'll end up voting Bennett, but they can't keep kicking the left and expecting them to vote for us. Now, he's talking about there is a single-payer ballot initiative in Colorado. It is Amendment 69. And I don't know if that was, I don't know how that happens. But, well, it could be just randomly handed out, or I don't know. I don't know how that works. So it's Coloradans, and it is a state-based single-payer system in Colorado. Coloradans for Coloradans, which is an ad hoc group opposing single-payer in Colorado, revealed that it raised $1 million in the first 5 months of the year. The group was formed to defeat Amendment 69. This is from Lee Fong at The Intercept. The ballot measure before voters this year would change Colorado Constitution and permit a system that would automatically cover every state resident's health care. The anti-single-payer effort was funded almost entirely by the healthcare industry interest. $500,000 from Anthem, $40,000 from Cigna, $75,000 from DaVita, $25,000 Delta Dental, et cetera, et cetera. Of course, they're going to do this, right? $100,000 from SCL, a faith-based hospital chain. I mean, I don't know how that works. They just sort of like, this is how we get rid of your tonsils. I just sort of pray
your
over
impression
it.
of faith healing is dog patting. I like that.
Let's do this.
Interesting.
Go over my chakra. Under the system, there'd be no health insurance premiums or deductibles. All health and dental care would be paid for by the state through a new system called Colorado Care. The plan calls for raising $25 billion through a mix of payroll taxes, along with bringing costs down through negotiations with providers. So people are going to pay more taxes. But the deal is, for every $100 more I pay in taxes, I don't know how much of the taxes would be, I'm going to pay $200 less in healthcare premiums because I'm not going to have any. So last month, the filing reveals that an anti-single-payer group has retained the services of a global strategy group, a Democratic consulting firm that has served a variety of congressional candidates and currently advising Priorities USA Action, one of the super PACs backing Clinton. Last month, Global Strategies Group circulated a memo that contends the single-payer ballot measure can be defeated because voters overwhelmingly reject the idea. But the memo warned the measure has some traction with key groups, including Democrats and millennials, that the 2016 election year has proven difficult to predict. A sustained campaign pointing out the many flaws in Amendment 69 is special. After the group appeared online last month, he called the head of it, and the vice president of research, and he said he could not reveal who had paid for it or why his firm was researching vulnerabilities with the single-payer initiative. So look, in the Trimpa Group, a consulting company run by Democratic strategist Ted Trimpa, also received payments. Understand, okay? Now look, I'm not an apologist for the Democratic Party, but understand what's going on here. There are some greedy, scumbag consultants who work for Democrats, just like there are some who work for Republicans. They may share similar issues with Democrats. I mean, Mark Penn, total scumbag, was very, very high in the Clinton campaign last time around. The guy was, not only was he high, and he was also, like, I can't remember what he was doing. He was also consulting with another
strategy on behalf of the Colombia trade agreement at the time.
I mean, Just a horrible human being. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. The idea is that these guys, there should be activist groups right now, national activist groups, who are basically putting up websites saying wanted posters. If you're working with this guy, Trimpa, if you're working with this group, the Global Strategy Group, they're toxic. They've got to be made toxic. That's what's got to happen. And people have got to pressure candidates who are working with them. They've got to make no money from candidates or from other groups or super PACs. That's what's got to happen. Voting against the Democratic candidate for Senate, that ain't going to help you. But yeah, it's scummy. They're scumbags. Joe Lieberman, he was a Democrat, scumbag. And I say him only because he was also very closely associated with health insurance. Hi, I'm Sam Seder, and this is an Ann Coulter doll.
You should not be immigrating here. Stay in your country and hate us.
For smart progressive talk and a little bit of this and even a little bit of that.
Mission accomplished.
Subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook to get some of our best video clips.